Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I'll be talking about the movies, obviously, the TV shows, merchandising, I don't know, whatever the case may be. So, of course, I figured I would speak about, again, yet another animated movie. But Disney is known for their animated stuff anyway, so why not? Here we go. It's Piglet's Big Movie. I know that these characters originated from a book series, which, of course, I've never read, so I don't know if this was faithful to it or not. So, just so you know. Of course, I'm just going to review this as a movie because, well, it's a movie. So, anyway, of course, as always, let's get into the plot, shall we? So, here we go. Of course, the main character in this one is going to be Piglet himself. And yes, obviously, the thing is that it's going to be a grand adventure, of course. When Piglet comes up missing, and let's just say that his friends are trying to use Piglet's own book of memories as a way to find him because he's gone missing for a little while, and that's a big problem. It's not something he's supposed to be doing. He's not supposed to be gone missing, and yeah, it's just the idea that he may be small, he may be tiny, but the truth of the matter is that he does play a big role in their lives, and that's something that he has to learn. It's something they have to show him, of course, in regards of that. Obviously, he may not realize it, but he needs to learn that valuable lesson in this kind of a thing because he might be, like I was saying, he might be tiny, but still, he does have the effect on them in some kind of way, obviously. So there you go. It's not that he can't do anything, obviously, but when his friends from this place, the Acre Woods, pretty much begin to, you know, to have this honey harvest kind of a thing, young Piglet over here is excluded until that he is too small to help, which of course ultimately makes him feel pretty bad as a result of this. Yeah, he feels fairly useless because of that. He wants to be included in a lot of these things, of course. But anyway, that's pretty much the idea here when it comes to this movie. The animation is actually pretty nice. The animation isn't too bad, and it served its purpose in what they were trying to do in the grand scheme of things. The animation does its job. There's nothing wrong with the animation, really. And the character designs are fine. The character designs are detailed enough so you can know what's going on, who's doing what, of course. So, in that regard, there's nothing wrong, of course. And my only slight complaint is that maybe the plot itself maybe is a little unfocused in some ways. And but still, at the end of the day, it is nice to have Piglet having his own movie and having be, I guess, front and center, so to speak. It is nice to do that. That's not too bad. And but only like a section of it. The film is completely uh, to him, of course. So that's it's like, come on. So in some it just feels like an extended episode in some ways, but in rather than just had keeping it short, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, there are limitations on the script itself, and yes, obviously the plot can only do so much with a relatively really simplistic premise. So yes, I do realize that they only can do so much with this. Of course, they can do not much really, but for what it's worth, they did the best they could. They did the best they could, even though some maybe some glaring flaws in it here and there. But like I was saying, it does mostly things right. I suppose I like the voice acting, and throughout the entire thing isn't too bad. It's not too shabby, but at the end of the day, it's it's a nice little movie. It's a sweet little movie for the kids, of course. It's a nice little movie. It's something for the whole family. They can enjoy this. It's not one of these time movies that might be too spooky or anything. Yeah, it's an inoffensive movie. That's all I really can say. It's a very inoffensive movie. I mean, unless you're one of those people that's really uptight about everything. At least you're one of those, but still, I can say that if you're a fan of these types of characters, I would definitely say that it's worth the watch. It's charming in its own little way. It's very sweet, of course, and it's something that could capture the hearts of the entire family. And of course, that's pretty much the point of this. Piglet, yeah, is filled with kindness. Yes, his kindness might be overlooked sometimes, and is in the case here, which pretty much leaves him feeling completely alone and inconsequential. So yeah, that's when you think about it, that can be really relatable for a lot of people. A lot of people in real life in society can actually relate to this because for a lot of people, that's how a lot of people feel actually. So that's a nice little detail that they gave the character because that alone can be pretty relatable for a lot of people. A lot of people out there feel the same way, like Piglet did. So there you go. In the grand scheme of things, like I said, it does what it's supposed to. And it's fairly straightforward. I like what they were trying to do with the colors. The colors are very vibrant, as they should be. Given that this movie has its own tone, obviously, the dialogue is solid. The voice acting is decent. So in the grand scheme of things, it's just a simple little movie that was made for the family, and that in itself is fine. Nothing wrong with that, really. And I can admire what they were trying to do with these characters, trying to tell some kind of story and whatnot. So there you go. It's enjoyable. It's not too bad. I know there's a fan base for Piglet, so there you go. He has his own movie, and there you have it. It's a nice little comedic movie, I guess, in some ways. I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.0 out of 10. It's a 7.0 out of 10 for me. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. Take care. See you.